Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and thank you for your feedback on my latest video. What a pleasure to speak to you all, and if there's anyone new on here, I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe to my channel and hit the like button so that I know that you like these videos and I can continue to make more of them. But now, let's get into the topic. So you want to get back together with your ex, do you? Well, I'm going to tell you how to do it. When we talk about getting back together with an ex, naturally the first thing to ask is, should you even do it? First of all, people who say,
why the hell would you get back together with your ex?
well, I'm pretty sure they don't have any malicious intent, but they can have a malicious effect on your life. Usually relationships end for a good reason. Not exclusively, but most of the time. However, couples therapists over the years have managed to literally resurrect relationships from the ashes and to give couples a second chance. I've come across cases of couples that I couldn't possibly imagine on any level these people wanting to stay, let alone get back together. And yet somehow they do. So nobody can tell you what's right or wrong for your situation. Aside from the technicalities of a relationship on a larger scale, people are constantly evolving to higher versions of themselves throughout their lives. If, for example, your ex has had a chance to grow and evolve since your breakup, chances are you're dealing with a new and improved version of them. If you guys remember, in my video about change, I spoke about how people don't necessarily change, they just become more and more themselves. So in reality, people can unfold their potential and grow their identity for the rest of their lives. And if someone is telling you, you broke up with them for a reason, why the hell would you go back? Well, they clearly don't understand how dynamic human nature is. And on top of that, they have no way of really understanding your specific situation. Now, naturally, you can ask me,
hey Aggie, would you get back together with your narcissistic ex?
and to that I would say absolutely fucking not. Scott Peck, in his incredible book, The Road Less Traveled, defines love as the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. The reason why I would never get back with my ex is because the more I grew, the more I saw his inability to grow and his fear of my growth. So simply, there was no love there from either side because I myself wasn't willing to extend myself to facilitate his growth. But let's assume that there was love in your relationship and that you've had the time to grow and evolve and that you've reached a point where you're thinking, oh my God, did I make a huge mistake? Before I tell you the best way of getting your ex back, here's some questions for you to ask yourself. Is the issue that drove us apart resolvable? Have I forgiven them and have I forgiven myself? Have we given each other enough space to think about what happened? Do I want to get back together because I'm afraid I won't find anyone else? Am I aware of what I would do differently this time and of what I require from them? Are they also open to getting back together? And am I ready to ask them some tough questions? If you've managed to answer all of these questions successfully and still believe in your core that you want to get back together with your ex and you want to make that effort, then here's a method that worked for me twice and that I believe has a 100% success rate if used correctly. Are you ready? You will have to embark on a journey that will require so much of your energy and your attention, and for some of you, it could easily be the most important project to ever take up. If you really want to get back together with your ex, chances are that you're feeling or thinking some or all of the following. And by the way, all of these are normal and to be expected. You probably want to attract their attention, again, both on a physical and an emotional level. You probably want them to know that you're still worth it. You're probably hoping that they miss you. You probably want them to see you in a new light and take responsibility for their actions and make the effort towards a future with you. Now, here's the secret. For the next few seconds, I want you to really trust me. If you're in a safe space and you're not driving and it's quiet around you, feel free to close your eyes just for a second. I promise this is going to be a very quick exercise. So once you close your eyes, I want you to take one deep breath and fill up your belly with oxygen. And as you do that, I want you to picture the person that you miss and that you want to get back with. I want you to really picture their face with all the unique little details that make them special and all of the things that you miss about them. You can picture their eyes, you can picture them smiling at you, you can even picture their cologne or their perfume. Just picture this person and their presence and their energy right in front of you. Spend a few seconds with them, and once you've done that, I want you to take another deep breath. And as you do that, I want you to replace the picture of your ex in your mind with yourself. Now open your eyes. The void and the solution to the void that your ex represents now looks exactly like you. So you want them to miss you? Well, have you considered that you're probably missing yourself? Spend some quiet time in your own company in nurturing the relationship that you have with them. You want their attention? Well, give yourself that attention. This is probably the best time for you to spend time with yourself and get to know yourself again, and self-care, of course. You want them to see you in a new light? Well, have you started seeing yourself in a new light? You want them to take responsibility and make an effort? Great. But have you done your part? If you exercise this mentality for the next 20 days, every single day, 1 out of 2 things will happen. I know you were probably expecting some sort of a magic trick or a potion to get back together with your ex, but what I'm giving you is so much better, because most people, once they shift perspective, especially every day for a prolonged amount of time, they actually end up not wanting to get back together with their ex anymore because they found something so much more valuable. They have rekindled the relationship that they have with themselves. So there's no longer any void to fill. The first time I tried this method, that's exactly what happened to me. I ended up falling out of love with the person that I wanted to attract, and I fell back in love with myself. And the second time that I did it was the second possible option that could have happened. The people that, even after shifting perspective for a prolonged amount of time, who still want to get back together with their ex and they want to make the effort and they see the potential, well, now they're so much better positioned to do so. And that's exactly what happened with me. I still wanted to get back together with a previous partner, and I did my best. I asked myself all of these questions. I extended the hand of truce, and the person just didn't want to accept it, which is absolutely fine. And I was so much better equipped at facing that rejection because I had myself to lean on. So if you're within the group of people that, after shifting perspective, want to get back together with their ex, then all I can say to you is extend yourself and the love that you have to that person. Show up as you are with the new and improved version of yourself and be ready to give, but also remember to be very clear about what your needs are. And if for whatever reason the person on the receiving end doesn't want to accept what you have to give, then I promise you, I guarantee you that love will find its way back to you, because that's how love works. It never returns void. So it can come from the most unexpected source, but it will find its way back to you. So, do you still want to get back together with your ex? Or do you want to get back to yourself? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like button, leave me a comment down below with your thoughts, subscribe and send to a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!